Hello, I'm John Fox and channel John on the West. I'm having a Danganronpa trigger happy Havoc adventure in the fridge. It's open, but I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Junko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen about this room. Yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah, I know.
I knew it.
I suspected as much. Junko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted.
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
That is fair. I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside, and it dropped like a bag of rocks. Why everything's got to be so difficult with her?
Anyway...
We should close it up. Don't leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Makuro's body's in there. Makuro's corpse! Ah! Makuro's corpse! That is a revelation to me. Tell me more. What should we do with the corpse? Should we look at it? We should look at it and make sure it's her corpse and not someone else's disguised. Makuro's body's inside the fridge.
I see.
Just like every other time. The mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it. Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now we can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't even get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time. I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there. That's it. I'm dumbfounded at that. I don't know what to say. You don't trust me. Did you look at a photograph as well? Maybe. Ah. How about now? You done now? I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Oh yeah, she's hiding in the back there. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about the announcement that Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about the hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us or to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. Wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. I can think of at least 3. That is alternate dimension that we lost memory, most likely one. And we're in a computer program. There, 3. The fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Are you done yet, Kyoko? Right. I've already looked through the instruction menu. On the left side of the refrigerator, the lights are on. But these ones aren't.
It would seem...
Blue light comes on when the slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around with the... We know this. A number of lights are on, including Makuro's. There's 9 in all. 9. Oh, I noticed this and the game didn't. 9 lights. There are 4 lights. Biolab lights have been updated in the truth bullets of your handbook. No, goddamn! I just want to know if she's done with the investigation or not. You know, I think I've seen a top like this before. Oh yeah, I completely forgot I was supposed to check out the top. It's the same one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember that top, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that top was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there, instead of the ones in the artist room. That would have been just fine. Top's been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Whew.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do work if they go slow. In the spirit, I'll make my report brief. Sorry, I managed to forget how words work briefly. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were fatal injuries, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosions, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the back, in the head, with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Oh. Okay. Who died most recently? Sakura? So Sakura's too big. The only other option is those other wounds. The file says they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they were old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
That doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds. It may sound like they've been there forever, but they're not related to the murder. Like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? We all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So the wounds were at least a few days old. There was no they could have anything to do with it, unless it was a fake body, which I did say originally, damn it.
So then...
But what if Makuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly, you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many.
Right.
The detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins imagining as many possible scenarios as they can. Yes! Yes, they do, which means all my guesses are fine.
In other words...
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, only using their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, despite the fact that you solved all the other mysteries, but whatever. But beyond using that to solve the particular mystery, you should keep that in mind for the future. Kyoko's account has been added to the Truth Bullets!
Hey.
So if anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. I would. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Makuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
So...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get that all right? Remembered all that? They were indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
Indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Makuro Ikusaba. Makuro Ikusaba's profile has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
Well, it looks like we have no further business with Makuro's body. Let's get going, it's kind of chilly. No! No! Open up the rest of them! Open up the rest! I need to see them! Oh, wait. Are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad, leaving her out like this?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. Part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Yeah, I kept saying it, but people just let Toko live. It's weird. Well, yeah, but...
Whew.
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me. But she decided to help me instead. So for some reason like that, what does it mean to be naive? No, I need to... I think we're all done. We've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook that I found in the locker. If I don't do it now... Okay. We just put that one back, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Counting the one with... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One of them isn't dead. Hero, you're off the hook. We have a dead person running around. Junko. Think about it. Murdered. Literally had an investigation. Killer. Had an execution. Killer had an execution. Murdered. And killer. Murdered and potential killer. Suicide. Murder. Unceremoniously killed right at the start of the game. £5'7", 97 pounds. £5'7", 97 pounds. £5'7", 97 pounds. I got you, game. I knew it. I knew there was something up with Junko. I knew there was something up with Junko. 31, 22, 32. I don't think we get to see those though. 31, 22, 32. No. No, it's Junko's body. Yeah? It's Junko's dead body. Junko isn't alive, suddenly haunting us. Probably. They just happen to be the same... No. The photograph doesn't have Junko's face, though. Yeah. Can I look a bit closer? No. He was covering her face. Why? Okay, unfortunately we can't zoom in, but we can see... Where's my cursor? Where's my cursor? Come here, cursor. Come here, cursor. Cursor! Come here. Okay. Junko's face is being covered up by him, but we can see Makura. Yeah? Now, Makura, I think, has blue eyes. Oh, I've knocked the thing. I can't believe I remembered her stats. I didn't remember her stats, I checked. I can't believe I got that right though. That's right. Like, that's too much of a coincidence. Oh, by golly, I might figure something out by myself. 5'7" 97 pounds. Poor card. Can't see her eye colour, damn it. 5'7" 97 pounds. And there's no more information. He's a lot heavier. Slightly too light. He's tiny. What are you doing, controller? The only thing is, right at the start of the game, I was really surprised that Junko died, because I said I knew her name because I'd seen her about, like, by internet osmosis, right? Now, a part of me was thinking, I had a theory, which was, I mean, it went with my alternate reality theory, which was they turn up in the next game. That at the end of this, they'd all find a way to come back to life. And this would be a trick being played on us, which would explain why. I've got a friend playing this who found out bits about the sequel before she got to play the sequel, and obviously she's not told me that. But if you see a dead person in the sequel, either that's a prequel or something else. Anyway. Hey Kyoko, I did have one last thing. No, I shouldn't, but I feel I have to ask. Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad, even once since you got here?
What? So...
What do you mean? Well, you know, all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room. What are you doing, controller? I'm sorry, it's really annoying.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking for it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that? What? What are you doing, controller? Okay, I'm taking it out from the source. I'm gonna have to click on my like that.
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we've only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And even if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the HUD master. The what? The HUD master. Master of the HUD! Oh, this heads-up display. There's a master of that. The master of the heads-up display. It's about your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
I think everything is starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid the picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about?
I
need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook, and that way you can... That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. The DVD! It says Class 78, Urgent Interviews.
So...
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it for yourself and see for yourself. I think you'll realise exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in the place none of us had ever seen it before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. VD. It's been added to the truth bullet section of my handbook.
Makoto.
Now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? No, sorry. I'm done with this. Alright, fine. Ramble.
In other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the Mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the Mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the Mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Hang on, the tattoo... Sorry. The tattoo means it must be her. Sorry. I swore to destroy the Mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the Mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much how he suffered? What if Junko is the ultimate despair and Makuro is the ultimate despair, and at the start of the game Kuro was dressed up as Junko, got killed, and that's why we have the dead body of Kuro. All those scars are from spikes. We've never met Junko. That's my theory. Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. Just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So, that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
Keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncovered is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forwards. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind the final farewell, Kyoko is gone. I better get going myself. Got the DVD from Kyoko. Gonna head to the AV room. Why not have the game teleport me there? Kyoko said something about the hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Right, you gonna save again? This is somewhat unorthodox. Okay, I'm gonna return to the main menu. You can look at all the pictures if you buy them. So, event gallery. Now, I've not bought any of them. She has blue eyes, yeah? I need the picture. That's ridiculous, game. That's a bit much. Okay, we don't have that picture yet, but we have the alternate ending! Oh yeah, it's that. Ah, group photo. 3 coins. Those are... It's quite hard to tell what colour her eyes are, to be honest. But it's really, 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 really suspicious that Junko's face is covered. That's all I'm saying. Alright.
Danganronpa.
No. I gotta keep the coin then. I don't know. The system seems a bit broken to me. Nope, you're not going to teleport me to the correct location, despite the fact I only have one location to go to. They should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. Then all of a sudden, I'm just going to move my face preemptively when I find the cursor. I usually put it in a sensible position, but apparently not this time. So I'm staring intently at my face. Oh, there it was! Okay, cool. An image appeared. Hang on, I think... Nope, that was stupid. That was stupid, John. Sayaka. It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. There she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man. Dude, he was in his late 30s. That's... Okay, I guess that is middle-aged.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on clue, that's where the video cuts. So I put my face back. So it occurs to me that the bear needed to obtain pictures to motivate us. The first motivation was like the bodies of our families. I wonder what that's all about. Sorry, I said that in a really weird way again. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now, but this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light on the monitor. The video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, that's what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said, yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said they agreed to live in the school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when she asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school, just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up. The monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player had apparently turned off, which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Whoopsie! Looks like it broke! Out of service! What? It just so happened to break just now.
Too bad.
Now, then when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. I'm right, damn it, aren't I? They're not showing Junko's face. That's what failure is, right? Failure, my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, when I woke up. I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, it was the point where my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school and why I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. Okay.
Hey,
Convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in the favour of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? And what about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interview DVD has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. And there we go. I need to decide. But damn it, I've got a pretty good theory, I reckon. I've got a pretty good theory. Quite confident. I stumbled into it, but I'm taking it. I'm taking it as a bit...
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black.
Of course. Of course.
There is no storm that won't eventually end.
Right, John. Just play the game.
Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started.
Oh, he's in the monitor room. Why did I never notice that?
The beginning of the end of the class trial.
Well, we've got a title for the episode at least.
Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Okay. Well, I'll remember it. I'll remember it. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. One more look, 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 one more look. I think I've seen a picture of Junko. I don't know where, but I think I've seen her with something else in her hair. I was thinking there would be a black bear and a white bear. Hang on. Presents. I might be just confusing the presents. I might be thinking of that. Oh, but if that's true, then I don't know if I figured it out or if I just... No, that's not hers. Like if I figured it out, but just because pictures of Junko are floating on the internet, then I don't know if I get credit or not. Oh. And of course I can't look, because obviously I would find out then. What are these ones? Why is this? Well, we've got the class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry. I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like that, she said, Byakuya. Oh yeah, he doesn't trust me. They all arrived one after another. They were all in the same state of shock. Hina. Hiro. Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear.
I'm late!
I'm on fire.
Strong silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze.
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you just leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
With my scissor-sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and chip the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If that's what master wants, it can be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Yeah? Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
The final class trial's gonna be slathered in pitch black despair. Climaximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean? This time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. Tiara, see? Tiara is a girl. Junko. I'm gonna win this game fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
I'll make sure everyone's watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye. You know what? I'm going to take it. If it is indeed Junko, I am taking it as a win. Because I was confident the entire game it was Hero. Because he hasn't done anything. It's just... It's somewhat frustrating that I managed to... Like, it's totally my fault that somebody who was earlier than me guessed that they'd been asleep or whatever, that they'd just forgotten. That's my fault, and I'll take that, like, because I was watching someone else play, and someone can have theories. But, like, it's not my fault that the game's been out for a decade, and imagery just floats about, and I don't forget things. I don't know, I don't know, you may not get this, like, I can win or lose, but if I don't think I've earned it, then I can't accept it. That's why I was just like, even though I guessed, like, Sakura suicided immediately, but because all my other theories sort of I wasn't sure if I should count that either. It's like, I've just got to square it with myself. Nobody made eye contact, nobody said a word, they just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey.
I was so happy when I figured it out as well, and I was like, and yeah. By the way, I've not read anything, like, I've not read that anyone's the mastermind. Nobody has told me. It's just, literally at the start of the game, I was just like, I recognise you. I've seen your design somewhere. And I knew her name. I knew she was called Junko. And that means I've seen the picture somewhere. And if I've seen a picture, it meant she was important, doesn't it? That's why I was really surprised she died. They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
However...
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
However...
Well, you can tell us about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
So...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. Then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. I started making my way towards the opening, step after step towards that gaping maw. I resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body. And finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper. And deeper, deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper it fell. Okay. I closed my eyes and the sight fell away. And sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later. I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site. What do you think? Isn't it just a perfect background for deciding a person's fate?
Yahoo!
It's the long-awaited last stage. The always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat. How convenient.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Well then, let's begin! Yes, I shall. Well, I've not gained any of those. Okay, let's explain all the truth bullets. Mainly because it's the end of the episode, so this is bonus, right? Victim's identity is unknown, because I think the victim is Makuro. I'm going to write down Makuro so I don't keep forgetting her name again. Makuro, whatever. And that Makuro was dressed up as Junko at the start of the game, and she died at the start of the game, and it's that body that was used. And Junko actually killed her. Places to check. Why is this a truth bullet? Biolab. Okay. I think this would just be a part of the puzzle. Fine. So there needs to be... while we are all out, Monokuma cannot see and act at the same time. Top is going to be... Yeah, okay, fine. So this is 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Is exactly the same as Junko. Ultimate despair doesn't refer to a single individual, but a like-minded group. And they caused the horrible thing to happen. Hidden room present. Well, that's got to be that's the headmaster, and he died in that rocket. So Monokuma killed him. Photo of Kyoko and the headmaster. Okay. I mean, I don't know what that would tell me, but headmaster's e-book. And there were no restrictions for that one. Locker notebook. Okay. It's just going to be useful later on. There's a second despair. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Biolab secret. There's a morgue. Lights. That tells me there's a person alive, which is obvious because someone's controlling a bear. Group photo. That's the missing year, let's call it. Genocide Jack memory. That means Genocide Jack may have actually... I'm sure that will come in handy. Kyoko's interview. That tells me that that body was killed way before. Like at the start of the game! Interview DVD. Didn't show Junko again, because we wasn't allowed to watch all the way through. Okay, I am happy with that. I am confident that the answer is Junko. I'm saying it right now, Junko. That's my guess. Right, I've been John Fox and John the West. I've been having a Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc adventure. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.